Hi, I'm Mary Sue Milliken. Welcome to my home. It's Hunger Action Month, and I'm here to raise awareness about what each of us can do to combat hunger. Hunger is not just about lack of food. Sometimes it's about lack of nutritious food. So I like to highlight dishes that really incorporate a nice lean meat with tons of vegetables and put it all together into a healthy, satisfying dish. So we're gonna start the Turkey Albondigas Soup, and the first thing I'm gonna do is make the turkey meatballs. I've got ground turkey. It's a really nice, lean meat. I like turkey because it's kind of an underutilized meat and it has some really nice flavor. You just have to be careful not to overcook it. I'm putting in a bunch of chopped garlic, also a lot of nice chopped cilantro. We season it with salt and pepper. To hold the meatballs together, we need a beaten egg. And then I'm also gonna wanna lighten up the texture of the meatball, so I like to use breadcrumbs. But if you don't have breadcrumbs, or if they're old or stale, you don't like them, you could always use leftover rice or leftover quinoa if you had it in the refrigerator. Just something to lighten up. You don't wanna overmix your meatballs either, because they can tend to get tough. So now I'm gonna make the meatballs. You take a little bit of meat, about the size of a walnut, and roll it in your hand. And then we put them on a piece of parchment paper or wax paper, and then I'm gonna put them in the refrigerator. They're a little bit too fragile to fry as soon as you make them. So if you get them nice and cold in the refrigerator, they're gonna fry up better. And I have some that I've already chilled over here. So I've got my pan nice and warm. I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil, because turkey is so lean. You know, it doesn't have a lot of fat in it, which is one of the reasons this soup is so nice and healthy. But you need a little bit of olive oil just to get the turkey to start to brown, those meatballs. So we're gonna put those in and let them roll around a bit to start browning. And meanwhile, I'm gonna get some vegetables ready to go in with them. Once one side is brown, I'm gonna flip them over and get another side. I'm gonna put leeks in this soup today. Now you can use any kind of onion you have, but leeks are in the onion family, and they have a really nice mild flavor that is sweet and tastes so delicious. When I'm putting a meal together, I'm thinking about the colors, the nice orange of carrots, the red of tomatoes, and all of those colors are associated with different health benefits. In the onion family, leeks and garlic, those act as anti-inflammatories. Today I'm gonna use a little bit of cabbage, as well as some carrots, and a little bit of tomato. You can see it all starting to get nice and soft. It's called sweating the vegetables. When you add the tomato, it's always a good idea to get rid of the seeds, because the seeds of the tomato tend to water down the soup, and also they add a different kind of texture that I'm not so keen on. I'm gonna add that in. And a little bit of julienne jalapeno. We have some peppers here. If you have bell peppers, they might work fine. So the vegetables are in, the meatballs are browned. I'm just gonna add some chicken stock. The garlic in the meatballs and the turkey are gonna exude a nice amount of flavor. So using a broth from a box is just fine. I'm just gonna check to see how the seasoning is. Definitely needs a little bit of salt. I'm gonna let the soup simmer for about 20 minutes. I wanna serve it while it's still got that fresh pop from the vegetables, but the 20 minutes will allow the turkey and the garlic and the cilantro flavors to really get into the broth. So to finish the Turkey Albondigas soup, I just put a few teaspoons of white vinegar. You could use lemon or lime, but the acid in a soup at the very end just sort of punches up the flavor. And you don't want to do it before you cook it for that length of time, because it dulls that nice acidic flavor. This is one of my favorites. Turkey Albondigas soup with plenty of vegetables, a nice light broth. You can make this in any season and using whatever vegetables you might have on hand. I'll see you next time for another delicious and healthy recipe. Join AARP Drive to End Hunger by clicking here.